Hello students, welcome to the maths class. So today we will be discussing chapter number 7. The name of the chapter is coordinate geometry. So you please take out your book so that you can relate the things whatever I discuss. Okay, so this chapter is not new to you. Okay, the things, the basic idea you have got in class 8 also, in class 9, in both class this chapter was there. The basic idea how to plot the points, then other things were there. You have known the basic thing, it is clear. Then also I will try to give you some idea so that you can relate the things. Okay, so you know, okay, this one is our x-axis, this one y-axis, this one x dash, this one y dash. So these are the axes, these are the axes, and the 1/4 part, the plane is divided into 4 parts, equal parts. So this each one is known as a quadrant. This is our first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant. And you know the sign of each and every quadrant. Here the both the number will be plus because here x is also plus, then the y coordinate will also be plus. Here x coordinate will be negative, then y coordinate will be positive. Here both the sign will be negative because if I go in this direction, the x is also negative, then I have to go this way, so this y coordinate is also negative. Here in this one you see the x coordinate, it is positive, and if I go below, this one will be negative. So these are the signs of the quadrant. Okay, the first quadrant both the signs are positive. Here one is negative, one is positive. Here both the signs are negative. This one, the first one is positive and the second one is negative. Okay, and you know this one is the x-axis, the distance of the okay, let me name this one. This is the origin where both the axes intersect with each other. This is the origin. Okay, and the distance from the y-axis, it will be our x coordinate, distance of the point, distance of a point from x coordinate, sorry, x-axis, it will be our y coordinate. So x-axis is also called abscissa, y coordinate is also called as ordinate, y coordinate is also called as ordinate. So these are the basic thing you know. So in this chapter we will be discussing how to find the distance between 2 points whose coordinates are given, and the area, we will try to find the area of the triangle formed by 3 given points. So first topic is about distance formula. So what is distance formula, how to find the distance between 2 points, we will discuss it in this chapter. I will try to relate the things, so please be attentive in the class. Okay, so first one, you write a question so that I can explain it nicely. So you write to find the distance, between 2 points, one, let me name it as P x1 comma y1 and Q x2 comma y2. So question is given, you are to find the distance between these 2 points, the coordinate of the points are given. So let me draw the coordinate. Okay, so we only need the positive axis, so this one will be x-axis, this one y-axis. Let me give the point P here. So it is given x1 comma y1, and Q, let me give somewhere there. So Q, it will be x2 comma y2. Okay, so these are the 2 points. Question is given to find the distance between them. This distance you are to find, distance between this point and this point, the distance you are to find. So to find the distance, first of all I have to draw a perpendicular from P on x-axis. So let me give it as M. Another perpendicular I will draw from this point, so I will name it as N, and from P I will draw another perpendicular to this line QN, so I will name it as L. Okay. So what I have drawn, 2 points were given, one is P, another one is Q. First of all, question is given to find the distance between them, distance between these 2 points, distance between these 2 points. To find this one, what I have drawn, I have drawn 2 perpendiculars from each 2 points and another one from here. So what happens actually, you see here, after drawing this thing, you see this part, it is a right triangle, it forms a right triangle, and we know how to find the side, this side of the right triangle. If I can find the value of this one and that one, we can use here Pythagoras theorem. You see, this is the hypotenuse, this is our base, this one is the altitude, so you can write this one square plus this one square will be equals to the hypotenuse square. So using the Pythagoras theorem I can easily find. So for that purpose I have drawn this thing. So you write, now let us write the solution. So what we have done, let us write from P and Q. From P and Q, draw 2 perpendiculars from P and Q, draw 2 perpendiculars. What we have drawn, PM and QN, PM and QN. Okay, don't get confused, this is M and. Let me write. So from P and Q, draw 2 perpendiculars, PM and QN, PM and QN. On what? This is on x axis. So you will write on x axis. So this is the first thing we have done. We have drawn 2 perpendiculars from 2 points on x axis. So this is I have written. The next, what I have done, from P to this line QN, I have drawn another perpendicular. So I'll write it from P, draw PL perpendicular to which one? To QN, to the side QN. From P, draw PL perpendicular to QN. So this is the thing what I have done, I have written it here. So now I will try to find the value of each and every term. First of all, I will find what is the distance of ON, what is the distance between this one. I will try to find one by one, because I need these 2 sides. I need these 2 sides. Then only I can use the Pythagoras theorem. So then let me write one by one. Then OM, what will be the distance? OM, you see here, from here to here, this is the coordinate, that means this is x1, and then I have gone through, this is our y1. From here to here, OM, the distance is x1, and this one, this is the coordinate of that point. Okay, so this is the point. So from O to M, the distance is x1, and here it will be y1. Okay, if you are getting confused, you see here, if I want to plot 2, 3, then how I will go? From 0, I will go there 2 unit, then I will go 3 unit there in this side, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is 2, 3. That means this distance is 2 unit, and this one it is 3. This distance is 2 unit, this one it is 3. So same here, there the coordinates are x1, y1. That means this distance OM is x1, then and PM it is y1. Okay, so now we'll write here. So then OM is equals to x1, and another one it is PM, it is y1. PM or MP, it's up to you. Okay, MP let us write. Same thing, OM MP, so it looks good. So this one I have to get got that OM is the value of OM, it is x1, MP it is y1. Now we'll try to find for this point. So again for this one, what is the distance? O to N, it is x2, and this one from N to Q, this whole one it will be y2. Is it clear? From O to N it will be x2, and from Q to N the whole distance it will be y2. So another one I have got ON is equals to x2 comma and NQ it is equals to y2. Okay. So 2 points we have got to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now using this I'll try to find this distance PL because I need this one. To use the Pythagoras theorem here I need these two sides. So my motive is to find PL. What is the distance? So PL. So PL I can write, you see here this side and this side it is same. So that means I can write PL equals to MN. It is a rectangle you see. So this side will be equals to this side. So I can write in place of PL I can write MN. MN. Now you see MN equals to given. So MN I can write it as, you look here, I have to find this one. So MN I can write as whole 1 if I write O to N minus this part, then I will get MN. This whole part if I write first of all ON, then I subtract this part that is OM. This part if I subtract, then the remaining part is equals to MN. So in place of MN I will write ON, the whole one minus this part that is OM, which will be equals to MN. So now I can write the value ON. What is the value of ON? It is x2 minus, and what is the value of OM? It is x1. So PL it is x2 minus x1. PL it is x2 minus x1. So value of this one PL it is x2 minus x1. So 1 we have got. Now we have to find this side. So let me erase. Now PL we have taken out. Now we have to find QL, this side. So QL. So QL, you see here I have to find this side, this part. So to find this one I can write this whole side from here to here if I write, and then I subtract this part, whole one if I write, and if I subtract this part, then it will be equal to this one, this whole line QN if I write, and if I subtract this part that is LN, then I will get this side. So in place of writing QL, what I will write? I will write QN or NQ minus LN. NQ minus LN. Again I am saying, in place of writing QL, what I wrote? I wrote this whole side. This whole side it is this one. Again, okay, you see here, this is the length of the total one. Okay, from this one if I subtract this part, then the remaining part will be this one, which will be equals to this one. So what I have done, I have written NQ minus LN, then I will get this part. Okay. Now in place of LN, NQ, so it is okay, I have the value, so I can write it easily, NQ minus, in place of LN, you see LN, this part, LN, this one and this side and this side, it is same. So in place of LN, I can write PM. LN and PM are same. So in place of this LN, I can write MP or PM, what is there. Okay. So now I have the value. NQ, what is the value? It is Y2. And MP, what is the value? It is Y1. So Y2 minus Y1. So what is the value of this side? It is Y2 minus Y1. So now I have got this side also and that side also. Now I can easily find the length of this one by using Pythagoras theorem. So only one line. So you write like this. Now applying, by according to also you can write. Now applying Pythagoras theorem, you write it full. In triangle, which triangle? In triangle PLQ. In triangle PLQ. Now applying Pythagoras theorem in triangle, you write it full. Pythagoras theorem in triangle PLQ, we get so PQ square, what will be the formula? PQ square will be equals to PL square plus PL square plus then this one QL square. PL square plus QL square. So if I remove the square from this side, it will be root. So root over PL square plus QL square. Now PL square, I have the value PL. What is the value? It is x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1 square is there, so I will get the same, plus QL, it is y2 minus y1 whole thing square. So this is the formula actually. This is the formula for finding the distance between 2 points if the coordinates are given. So it is PQ will be equals to x2 minus x1 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square. So you can write comma, which is called the distance formula. Distance formula, which is called the distance formula. So this is the distance formula. If anyone asks, or if anyone gives, rather than giving the point like this, if he gives 1, 2 and 5, 6 directly numbers, then by using this direct formula you can easily find the distance between 2 points. The formula is x2 root over x2 minus x1 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square. Or you can arrange it and write it nicely. Those who have this problem in remembering the things, they can write it nicely also directly. This is the extra I am giving as a note. You can write it like this also, x1 minus x2 whole thing square plus y1 minus y2 whole thing square. Both are same actually. You can write in place of x2 minus x1, you can arrange it. This x1 minus x2 plus y1 minus y2 whole thing square. So anyone you can write. Either you follow this one or you follow that one. It's up to you. While solving, I will try to use both and I will try to show you. Those who are using this one, for them also it is okay. For those who are using this formula, it is okay. Nothing difference. Just I have arranged them nicely. You may get confused. That's why I have written it by arranging x1 minus x2 here, 2 minus 1, x2 minus x1 given, y2 minus y1 given. So to make it easy, I have written x1 minus x2 whole thing square plus y1 minus y2 whole thing square. Answer will come same. Don't get confused. Okay. So this is your distance formula. Now we'll try to do some example so that you can make it clear. So now let us go to exercise. I will do the example also, but we'll one by one we'll do in a systematic order. So first question, you see exercise 7.1, because just now we have done this formula, and now if I solve this sums, then it will be clear actually to you. The concept will be clear. So exercise 7.1, you see, first question number 1, Roman number 1. Question is given, find the distance between the following pair of points. So two pair of points are given and you have to find the distance between them. So the points are given 2, 3 and 4, 1. Okay. So what we will do, first of all, let the points be let me name them. Okay, you write A also, you can write A 2 comma 3 and B 4 comma 1. So let the points be A 2 comma 3 and B 4 comma 1. So question is to find the distance between them, that is AB. So therefore distance AB will be equals to, what is the formula? It is anyone you write, it's up to you. So let me write x1 minus x2, or it's up to you. Okay, let me write this one. So this one our x1, this one x2, sorry, x1, this one y1, this one x2, this one y2. So now let us use the formula x2 minus x1. Okay, so x2 which one? 4. Y x1 which one? So x1 it is 2 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1. y2 it is 1 minus y1 it is 3 whole thing square. I have used the formula x2 minus x1 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square. Here x2 it is 4, x1 it is 2. Here y2 it is 1, y1 it is 3. So this is the formula I have used. So now if I solve it, 4 minus 2 it is 2. So 2 square it is 4 plus, and 1 minus 3 it is minus 2, and minus 2 square again it is 4. Minus 2 square again it is 4. Okay. So 4 plus 4 I can write 8. And 8 I can write it as 4 2s are, so it will be 2 root 2. And this, since it is talking about distance, so you write units. So answer will be 2 root 2 units. Is it clear? You see here what I have done, 2 points are given, so I have written let the points be A 2 comma 3 and B 4 comma 1. I have named the points. So now question is to find the distance. So distance between them A and B, it will be AB. So distance AB will be equals to root over x2 minus x1 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square. So after solving this one, there I have got 2. So 2 square it is 4. There I have got minus 2. So minus 2 square again it is 4. And 4 plus 4 it is 8. 8 I can write it as, okay, those who are, some of you may get confused. So 8 I have written like 2 into 4. 2 into 4. 4 if I take out, 4 is the square of 2. So answer will be 2 root 2. Okay. So now let us go to Roman number. Okay, let me do another one. Roman number 2 also same. You try this one. Roman number 3 let me do. Here the letters are given. You may get confused. Roman number 2 it is same. You just practice once. If you have problem, you can contact me. So Roman number 3 I am doing. So again the points are given. So you write. It is given A comma B. Roman number 3 I am doing. A comma B, and another one it is given minus A comma minus B, minus A comma minus B. So again we will write let the points be A. There it will be A comma B. Okay, no need to write this one. This one for understanding I have given. Okay, don't write. And B it will be minus A comma minus B. So question is given A comma B and minus A comma minus B. So now you know the formula. What is the formula? It is x2 minus x1. So which one is here x2? It is minus A. And this x2 minus x1. So it will in middle it will be minus sign, and x1 it is A plus this one again it will be minus B plus minus B x2 minus x1. So it is minus A and y2 minus y1. So minus B and again minus B. So you see here minus A it is minus 2A whole thing square, plus minus 2B whole thing square, minus 2A whole thing square, minus 2B whole thing square. So I can write it as there are 2 square, it will be 4a square plus 4b square, 4a square plus 4b square. So here I can take 4 common, so 4 if I take common, there it will be a square plus b square. 4 it is the square of 2, so I can take out 4, it will be 2 root a square plus b square. Answer will be in units because you don't know the unit here. So 4a square plus b square, that is I have written 2 root a square plus b square. Very easy thing. One more question often comes from this topic. So next one, you see question number 2. Find the distance between the points. So again 2 points are given and you have to find the distance. So another part it is given, can you now find the distance between the 2 towns A and B. So if these two are 2 towns, then what will be the distance? So it will be same. Whatever the answer you will get at first, it will be same like this one. Okay, let us do it. So let me erase this one. So question number 2, it is given, find the distance between the points. These 2 points are given. So first of all let us find the distance, then we will name them and we will find, because later on another part it is given and here both the points are named as A and B. So later on we will relate it. First of all directly let us find distance between what is given here. Distance between, what are the 2 points? One is 0, 0 and another one it is given 36, 15. 36, 15. So distance between these 2 points, it will be root over x2 minus x1 whole thing square, 36 minus 0 whole thing square plus 15 minus 0 whole thing square, that is it will be 36 square plus 15 square, 36 square 1296 plus 15 square 225. 36 square it is 1296 plus 15 square it is 225. So it is 1521, 1521, it is yes 39 square, so I can write it as 39. Okay, now you see, so this is the distance between the points, these 2. Okay, it is 39 units. Now you see here the question, another part it is given, can you now find the distance between the 2 towns A and B discussed? Okay, so now it is given, you have to find the distance between these 2 points. So it will be same, which will be equals to 39. One time so we have calculated, same one we have to write. So you will name them and we will write it. So 2, 3 more lines you have to write. Let me erase it. So question is given, can you find? So yes, we can find the distance between, yes, we can find the distance. What is given? Can you find the distance between the 2 towns A and B? Yes, we can find the distance between the given town A and B. Yes, we can find the distance between the given town A and B. So now let us name, let the 2 towns be situated 8. First one A 0, 0 and B 36, 15. 36, yes 15. So distance so we have calculated, no need to calculate it another time. So you write therefore, or so you can write just so distance AB will be equals to 39, yes 39 kilometer. 39 kilometer. Okay, so this is the distance between the two towns. Now let us go to question number 3. Determine the points. 3 points are given are collinear. Okay, so this is a new term. Let me say about this one. So when a point, 3 points are said to be collinear. So whenever the 3 points lie on the same straight line, if 3 or more points lie on the same straight line, then they are said to be collinear. Collinear means if 3 points, for example, one point I have given A, another point B, another point C. So if they all of them 3 lie on the same line, then we can say that these 3 points are collinear. And if they don't lie, for example, one point A is here, another point B is here, another point C is here, so they don't lie on the same line, so they are not collinear. So if 3 or more points lie on the same straight line, then they are said to be collinear. They are said to be collinear. Okay. So you see here, first of all we will name these points. So question number 3, let solution this one. Okay, let the points be, first one A, okay, let me name one by one. First one A, it is 1, 5, then another one it is B 2, 3 and C -2, -11. So first one A it is 1, 5, B it is 2, 3 and C it is -2, -11. Okay, so question is given, you have to check whether these 3 points lie on the same line or not. So one thing you see, okay, let me take this, these 3 points lie on the same line, A, B, C. Okay, so distance, if they lie on the same line, then distance between this one and this one, if I add, then I have to get the third one. The distance, for example, if the distance between A and B is 6, then 6 unit, BC it is 5 unit, then the third one should be equals to 6 plus 5, that is 11 units. Okay, so if they are not similar, then that means they are not on the same line. Somewhere they are, the 3 points may be like this. Okay, so if the distance to be in the same line, the distance between this one and this one, if I add, okay, if any two side if I add, and if it is equals to the third sign, then only I can say that yes, they are on the same line, because the distance should remain the same. This one, if it is in between A and B, it is 6, B and C it is 5, then it should be equals to AC, because distance, so if they are on the same line, the distance should be same. But here, okay, if I find any error, then that means they are not on the same line, they are not collinear. So let us check it first of all. Now let us find one by one. So therefore distance AB, okay, let me find AB. What is the distance between AB? AB, this one, AB. So here it is x1, this one y1, this one x2, this one y2. So it will be x2 minus x1. So x2 will be this one. So x2 minus x1, that is 1 whole thing square, plus y2 minus y1. y2 it is 3 minus y1 it is 5 whole thing square. So if I solve it, it will be, let me solve it in the same line so it will look easy. So 2 minus 1 it is 1 square, 2 minus 1 it is 1, 1 square it is 1, plus 3 minus 5, it is minus 2. Minus 2 square, it is 4. So 1 plus 4, it is 5. So first one, it is root 5. Then next one, AB we have got. Now we'll find BC. So BC will be equals to, so for in case of these two, this one will be x1, this one y1, this one x2, this one y2. So we are finding the distance between BC. Okay, so BC, it is there, it will be x2 minus x1. So x2, it is minus 2 minus again 2 whole thing square plus y2 minus 11 minus y1, that is minus 3 whole thing square. So if I solve it, it will be minus minus, it is plus 2. 2 plus 2, it is 4. 4 square, it is 16. And plus minus minus again, it is plus. So 11 plus 3, it is 14. 14 square, it is 196. 196. So if I add them, 16 plus 196. 4 into 53, no? So 2 root 53. So it will be 2 root 53, because 4 53s are, it is 212. So 4 I can write it as 2 root 53. So now the next one, AB we have got, BC we have got. Now we'll find AC. So AC will be equals to, so in case of AC, this is this one will be our x1 y1, this one will be x2 y2. So here x2, it is minus 2, then minus 1 whole thing square plus y2. Y2, it is minus 11 minus 5 whole thing square. X2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square. So it is minus 3 square, it is 9, plus, and 11 plus 5, it is 16, and 16 square, it is 56. 16 square, it is 256. So 9 plus 256. It is 265. Okay, so you can see it actually easily that these three sides are different from one another. This one and this one, if I add also, then also I will not get this one. If I express it further, this one or this one, if I add, then it will be not be same. Okay, so here by easily you can see, if I add, actually if I two side, so since, okay, let me write, if I add AB plus BC, then I will not get this one AC. If I add these two side, I will not get this one. So that means they are not collinear. Therefore the points, let me write, A 1, 5, B 2, 3, and C minus 2, minus 11 are not collinear. Okay, the points, these 3 points are not collinear. Acha. Okay, now question number 4, sorry 3, 3 finished. Question number 4, check whether 3 points are given vertices of an isosceles triangle or not. You have to check that these 3 coordinates are whether the vertices of a isosceles triangle or not. So you know what are the properties of an isosceles triangle. In case of isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal. 2 sides are equal. So if I draw these 3 points are given. If I name them, here it is given that these are the vertices of a triangle. So if I draw a triangle like this, and if I name them, A, what is given here, 5 comma minus 2, then B it is 6 comma 4, and C it is 7 comma minus 2. So these 3 are the vertices of that triangle. Okay, so now if I can show that any of the 2 sides are equal, for example, if I can show that AB is equals to AC, then I can say that yes, it is an isosceles triangle, or this AB equals to BC, any 2 sides. If I can show that any 2 sides are equal, then I can easily write that yes, it is an isosceles triangle. So now let us solve this one. Question number 4. Let, here it is given are the vertices. So let A 5 comma minus 2, B 6 comma 4, and C 7 comma minus 2 let be the vertices of a triangle. Question is given, you have to check. So I cannot write that these are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. I will write simply that these 3 points are the vertices of a triangle. Okay, so now we will find by using distance formula, one by one we will find. So first of all, let us find, you can write here using distance formula, AB will be equals to AB, let me find first of all AB. So x2 x1, this one, sorry, x2 y2, this one x1 y1. So this one will be 6 minus 5 whole thing square plus 4 minus minus 2. So minus minus it will become plus. Directly I am writing 6 minus 5 and plus 4 plus 2. Why plus sign here? Because there is minus 2. So minus 2 it will become plus 2. So if I solve this one, it will be 6 minus 5 it is 1, 1 square it will be 1, 4 plus 2 it is 6, 6 square it is 36. So it is root 37. So first one it is root 37. Then let us find AB, we have find. So now let us find AC. So AC will be equals to root, again this one will be x1, this one will be y1, this one x2, this one y2. So it will be 7 minus 5 whole thing square plus minus 2, again minus 2. So minus minus it becomes plus. So minus 2 plus 2 whole thing square. So 7 minus 5 2 square, that is 4, and there minus 2 plus 2 it will be cancelled. So only 4 is there, that means answer will be 2. Okay, it means okay, let me write one more line, 4 plus 0, so it will be only root 4, so which I can write it as 2. Then the third side, that is BC. So BC will be equals to, again BC, so this one will be x2 y2, this one x1 y1. So again x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus 6 whole thing square plus plus minus 2 minus 4 whole thing square, minus 2 minus 4 whole thing square. So 7 minus 6, that is 1 square, the value will be 1, and there minus 2 and minus 4, so it is minus 6, minus 6 square it is 36. So in between it will be plus sign, so it is root 37. So now you see the distance between this side and this side, it is same. So that means it is an isosceles triangle. In case of if a triangle has 2 sides equal length, then we can say that it is an isosceles triangle. So here these 2 triangles have the length equal, the sides of these 2 triangles are equal, so we can say that yes, it is an isosceles triangle. So you will write like this: since AB is equals to BC, since AB is equals to BC, so comma you can write, hence the given vertices, the given points, you write, the given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So since AB is equals to BC, so hence the given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So what we have checked, we have just normally found the distance between each of the three sides. So after finding, we have got that two sides are equal. So we know that in case of a triangle, if two sides are equal, then I can easily say that it is an isosceles triangle. So we have checked that yes, it is an isosceles triangle. Now let us go to question number 5. In a classroom, four friends are seated at the points A, B, C and D. So one of them named Champa and Chameli walked into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asked Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" So Chameli disagrees. So use distance formula and find which of them is correct. So the question is given like this, that two girls, so four friends were sitting. So let me draw the coordinates. So four friends are sitting like this in 4 points. So if I name A, B, C and D, okay. So two of them, they walked like this from here, they on the fourth side. So out of these two, one is Chameli, another one is Champa. So one of them said that yes, don't you think that it looks like a square? So what is the properties of a square? A square has four sides are equal. So one of them said it looks like a square, other disagreed. So that means question is given, we have to find which of them is correct. Out of these two girls, who is correct? The one who said that yes, it is a square, it looks like a square, or the other who disagrees. So to be a square, all the four sides should be equal to one another. That means AB should be equal to B. AB should be equals to BC, then BC should be equals to CD, then DA or AD you can write. So all the four sides should be equal, and the diagonals also should be equal. The diagonals are AC and BD. So all these four you will find, and we'll check that yes, it forms a square, so it will be a square, or if it doesn't form, then we'll say that the tree is correct or she is wrong, like this. The last line will be. So now let us solve it. So in the classroom, they are given as point A, B, C and D, okay, and it's shown in figure, okay. So coordinates, actually here it is given on the figure, you have to find, okay. Let me draw the rough figure. I am not giving these sides, okay. I'll just simply write the points. So first one you see where D is given somewhere there. So here it is given 6, and in that way it is given 1. So it will be 6, 1. Then A you see, A it is given at the third one, so here, and that side it is given 4, so it will be 3, 4. Then B you see, it is given in that position, it is given at 7, so somewhere there B is, and that one also in 6. So B it is from here it is 6, and that side it is 7, so 6, 7. And C you see, it is given at 9, and that side it is given at 4. So C it is given at 9, 4. So these are the 4 vertices of that square, okay. So first of all, so since it was not given, so I will write like this. According to the figure, coordinates of the point are coordinate of the points are, first one it is A, it is 3, 4, then B it is 6, 7, C it is 9, 4, and D it is 6, 1. So these are the coordinates given. So now we will use distance formula and we will find the distance between each of them. First of all, I will find AB. I have said earlier, I have to check whether these four sides are equal or not. So first of all, I will find AB, then BC, then CD, then DA, and at last I will find the two diagonals also. So using, okay, you write it, it will be better. Using distance formula, I will write AB. So AB, this one will be x2, y2, this one x1, y1. So directly I am putting the values. You look here, it will be 6 minus 3 plus 7 minus 4 whole thing square. So if I solve it, it will be 6 minus 3, it is 3. So 3 square it is 9 plus 7 minus 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, again 3. So 3 square it is 9. So 9 plus 9 it is 18. So 18 I can write as 6, 9 2s are, yes. So it will be 3 root 2. Then again another one AB, then BC. So in case of BC, this one will be x1, this one y1, this one x2, this one y2. So I can write it like this. So it will be x2 minus x1. So 9 minus 6 whole thing square plus 4 minus 7 whole thing square. So let me write one by one. Let me solve it. So it is again 9 minus 6, it is 3. So 3 square it is 9. Then 4 minus 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 again it is 9. So it is root 18. So I can write it as 3 root 2. So AB, BC, then CD. So CD will be, you look here, it will be 6 minus 9 whole thing square plus 1 minus 4 whole thing square. 6 minus 9 whole thing square, 1 minus 4 whole thing square. So 6 minus 9 it is 3 square, that is 9, and again 1 minus 4 it is minus 3 square. So again it will be 9. So it will be root 18. So I can write it as 3 root 2. Then AB, BC, CD, then DA. So DA, this one, it will be DA. So this one x1, y1, x2, y2. So it will be 3 minus 6 whole thing square plus 4 minus 1 whole thing square. So 3 minus 6 it is minus 3. So minus 3 square it is again 9. 4 minus 1 again 3. So 3 square 9. So it is root 18. So I can write it as 3 root 2. So 4 sides I have got equal. So then, so I will find the other two distance. Another one it will be AC and this one BD. Okay. Okay, now AC and then I will find BD. AC and BD. So AC, you see, it will be 9 minus 3 whole thing square plus 9 minus 3 whole thing square and 4 minus 4 whole thing square. And this one it will be 6 minus BD. So it will be 6 minus 6 whole thing square plus and this one will be 1 minus 7 whole thing square. So 9 minus 3 it is 6. So 6 square it is 36. So it is 9 minus 3 it is 6. So 6 square it is 36. 4 minus 4 it is 0. There also it is 6 minus 6 it is 0. 1 minus 7, it is minus 6, so minus 6 square again 36, so they are also root 36k and they are also root 36k. So root 36 means 6 and they are also, it will be 6. Okay. So now you see both the diagonals are also same and all the four sides are also same. So I can write it. You see all the four sides came, this length of each of the side is same and the diagonals are also same. So as the length of the sides are equal and diagonals are also equal, so you write as the length of the sides are equal and the length of the as the length of the sides and the diagonals are also equal, directly you can write equal and the length of the diagonals are also equal. So hence ABCD is a square. Hence ABCD is a square. Hence the quadrilateral ABCD is a square. So who is correct? Yes, we can say that. Champa said no, that the four sides are forming a square. So it looks like a square. That means she is correct. So you write yes. Therefore Champa is correct, or yes. Therefore Champa is correct. Question is to find actually who is correct out of them. One said that it forms look like a square, other said it doesn't look. So we have solved it and we have proved that yes, the one who said that the force it looks like a square, she is correct. Okay. So now let us go to question number 6. Name the types of the quadrilateral formed if any of the following points and give reason for your answer. So it is same like the one which one we have done just now. Earlier one it was not given, so now the 4 points are directly given and you are to, after finding all the distances, first of all you will find all the 4 sides, then you will find the diagonals, then if you see that all the 4 sides are equal, diagonal also equal, then you can say that yes, it is a square. Question is given, you are to write which type of quadrilateral it is. So if it is a square, then all the 4 sides and diagonal also will be equal. If it is a rectangle, then you will find that the 2 sides are equal, the pair of this opposite sides are equal, then that's way also 2 sides will be equal, the length will be equal, breadth will be equal, and the the diagonals also will be equal. That means 2 pair of equal side and again another 2 pair of equal side if you get, and along with that if you get the diagonals are equal, then you can say that yes, it is a rectangle. But if you get the 2 pairs of sides are equal, for example, if I draw in case of parallelogram also, these sides are equal, this one and this one also equal, but the diagonals are not equal. So we have to find everything, we have to find the diagonal. So if I find that this side is equals to this side, this one is equals to this one, then don't directly write it, it is a triangle, the rectangle, it may be a parallelogram also. So after that you find the diagonals, diagonals, and if you find that both of them are unequal, then you can say that yes, it is a parallelogram. If both of them are equal, then you have to say that yes, it is a rectangle. So now let us go to question number 6. I will not do all the 3. First one you do, it will be a square. Okay, you just check it, same like the earlier one. Second one I will do, third one I will do. Okay, first one it is same like this one, just calculation you have to do. Earlier one coordinates were not given, first of all we have found, then we have written, but here coordinates are given, so directly we will write it. Okay, so next two I am doing Roman 2 and Roman 3. Roman 1 it is same like this one. Okay, so you will find that the 4 sides will be equal and the diagonals also will be equal, then you can say directly write that yes, it is a square. So Roman number 2, you see question number 6. Question number 6, Roman number 2. So some points are given, so first of all we will name them. So let the points be, let the points be A. First one we are naming it, okay, the names are not given. So first one it is given minus 3 comma 5, then B it will be 3 comma 1, then C it is 0 comma 3, then A, B, C, and D it is minus 1 comma minus 4. Let the points be A 3 comma 5, B 3 comma 1, C 0 comma 3, and D it is minus 1 comma minus 4. So now like earlier we'll find by using distance formula, one by one we'll go on finding. Let the points be, okay, we have given. So now using distance formula we'll find, okay, write it now. Using distance formula we'll find one by one. First of all I will find AB, then I will find BC, then I will find CD, then I will find DA. Okay, after that I will find the two diagonals. So just let me draw a rough figure like this, it will be easy. A, B, C, D. So first of all I will find AB, then I will find BC, then I will find CD, then I will find DA, and after that I will find the two diagonals. So one diagonal is BD, another one BD, another one AC. So these are the things we have to find in each and every case. Okay, after that we can conclude that it forms a square, or it forms a rectangle, or it forms a parallelogram, or it doesn't form any quadrilateral. First of all we have to find. So this is same for each and every one. Okay, so AB. So AB, you see here distance formula I will use, it will be 3 minus it will be plus, so square, then in middle it will be plus sign, then 1 minus 5 whole thing square. For next one it will be 0 minus 3 whole thing square plus 3 minus 1 whole thing square. Then for CD it will be minus 1 comma 0 whole thing square plus minus 4 comma 3 whole thing square. Then DA will be DA, that means this one x1 y1, this one x2 y2, no. So it will be minus 3 minus 1, again minus is there, so minus it will be plus 1 whole thing square, then middle plus sign, then again minus 4 minus 5 whole thing square. So first one let us solve this and then we'll go to the other one. So 3 plus 3 it is 9. So 3 plus 3 it is 6. 6 square it is 36, and 1 minus 5 it is 1 minus 5 it is 4 minus 4. So minus 4 square it is 16. The next one it is 0 minus 3, so 3 square it is 9 plus, and 3 minus 1 it is 2, so 2 square it is 4. Then next one CD, it is minus 1 minus 0, so minus 1 square it is 1, and there minus 4 minus 3, so 4 5 6 7, so 7 square 49, minus sign it will vanish. So next one minus 3 plus 1 it will be minus 2, so minus 2 square it is again 4 plus minus it is plus 5 4 it is 9 square it is 81, 9 square it is 81. So 36, 6 plus 6 it is 12, 2 1 3 4 and 1 5, 52. 9 plus 4 it is 9 13. Then this one it is 49 and 1 50. Then this one you see here 81 and 4 it is 85. 81 and 4 it is 85. Okay, 52 I can write 4 into 13, no. So 2 root 13, and other to I this one 25 2s are, so 5 root 25 2s are, so 5 root 2. Okay, other two will be same. 85 you cannot convert, so keep it same. Now we will find AC and BD. So for BD you see BD, where B is there and D is there, no. So this one will be x2 y2, no. So BD it will be minus 1 minus 3 whole thing square plus, then again minus 4 minus 1 whole thing square. So it has become minus minus, it is plus 3 and 1, it is 4 square, it is 16 plus minus minus again, it is plus 4 plus 1, it is 5 square 25. Next one you see, it is AC. It is it will be 0 minus again minus 3, so it will be plus 3, then in middle plus sign, whole thing square it is there, then again 3 minus 5, 3 minus 5, so 3 square it is 9, and 5 minus 3 it is 2, minus 2 square again it is 4. So 16 plus 25 it is 41, and there it is 13. Okay, now but here actually is something to notice, it will not form a quadrilateral, because you see this side there 113 is there, another 113, and which will be equals to this one. So so if earlier we have done, if the sum of two sides is equal to the third side, then the lines are, the points are collinear. Earlier we have done, in case of collinear, what I have said, that if 3 points lie on the same line, then they are said to be collinear. And what we have done, one point was A, one point was B, you try to recall it, one point was A, one point was B, another one point was C. So after finding, what we have seen, that these two, after adding these two distance, we have found that this one is not equal to the total one, that is AC. Then we have said that yes, these points are not collinear. But here what happens, you see, AC and BC if I add, then I am getting AB. That means these 3 points are collinear. What I have said, that if 3 points lie on the same line, then the sum will be equals to the total one. The sum of the two sides will be equals to the third side. And in construction also, while doing quadrilateral, what we have seen, that whenever in case of a triangle, two sides, the sum of two sides is equals to third side, we cannot draw this triangle. And if it is not possible, then how will we draw a quadrilateral? So that means this one will not form. So directly I can write it, but all will not be same, okay? Others you will get answer, but here this is a special case. So you can write like this, since AB plus, no, AB not, which one it is, BC and AC. So since BC plus AC is equals to, BC plus AC, BC it is 13, this one also 13, so 13 plus 13 it is, you can write it as 2 root 13, and what is the value of this one, 2 root 13, it is AB, so which is equals to AB. So we know that if the sum of the two sides is equals to the third side, that means they are collinear, and if the 3 points lie on the same line, then how they will form a quadrilateral. So you can write, since A, B and C, A comma B and C are collinear, so hence no quadrilateral will be formed. Hence no quadrilateral will be or will form, okay? Again let me say, in case of a quadrilateral, if, or simple thing, the 4 points form a quadrilateral, okay? We need 4 points to form a quadrilateral, so it may be square, it may be anything. But if 3 of them are on the same line, then how they will form a quadrilateral? If the 3 points are on the same line, 3 points are on the, so A, B and C, we have found here that they are collinear, they are in the same line. So if 3 points are on the same line, then how they will form a quadrilateral? So it is a question. So that's why this is a special case, so it will not form any quadrilateral, okay? Now let us move to the next, Roman number 3. Now Roman number 3 let us do. Okay, one let me do for you. Question number 6, Roman number 3. So you write the first line, let the points be. I am not writing it, okay? You write it. So let the points be, and then you name them. A it is 4,5, then B it is 7,6, then C it is 4,3, and D it is 1,2. 1,2. Okay. So now using distance formula, you write it here. One by one we will find. First of all, I will find AB, then BC, then CD, then DA, then AC and BD. These are the two diagonals. Okay, so let us find first one. So here, this one, it will be 7 minus 4 whole thing square plus 6 minus 5 whole thing square. Next one, it will be 4 minus 7 whole thing square plus 3 minus 6 whole thing square. CD, it will be 1 minus 4 whole thing square plus 2 minus 3 whole thing square. Then DA, it will be 4 minus 1 whole thing square plus DA, so it will be 5 minus 2 whole thing square. Then AC, I am writing it first of all, then I will directly solve. So AC, you see here, AC, so this one x2, y2, no. So there it will be 4 minus 4 whole thing square plus 3 minus 5 whole thing square. Then BD, it will be, this one will be x2, y2, okay. So it will be 1 minus 7 whole thing square, 1 minus 7 whole thing square plus 2 minus 6 whole thing square. So first one, if I find the value, okay, so now let us find 7 minus 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 square, it is 9, plus 5 minus 1, that is 1, so 1 square it will be 1. Then 7 minus 4, again it will be 3, so 3 square it is 9, 6 minus 3, again it is 3, 3 square it is 9, 4 minus 1 it is minus 3 square it is 9, 3, 2 minus, here it will be again 1, so 1 square, 4 minus 1 it is 3, so 3 square it is 9, 5 minus 2, again it is 3, 3 square it is 9, then 4 minus 4 it is 0, there 3 minus 5 it is 2, 2 square it is 4, then again 1 minus 7, 7 minus 1 it is 6, 6 square it is 36 plus, so it is minus 6, so it is 36, and there it is minus 6 plus 4 it is 4, so minus 4 square it is 16. So 9 plus 1 it is 10, they are 18, they are 9 plus 1 it is 10, they are again 18, there it is 4, there it is 16, 6, 6, 12, 2, 1, and there 3, 4 and 1, 5, 52. Okay. So these are the values 10, then 18 I can write it as 6, 2, 3, 9 2s and no, so 3 root 2. It will be 10, there also I can write 3 root 2, this one it will be 2, and 52 I can write, I think, this 2 root 13, yes. 2 root 13. So you see the values carefully. The two sides are equal. Here also two sides are equal. That means it is not a square. Either it will be a rectangle or it will be a parallelogram. Now you see the diagonals are not equal. That means in case of rectangle the diagonals are equal. In case of parallelogram they are unequal. So that means it is a parallelogram. So you write as which two sides are equal? AB is equals to, as by you can write, since AB is equals to CD, AB is equals to CD, and BC is equals to DA, and AC is not equals to BD. AC is not equals to BD. So these are the properties of a parallelogram. So therefore, by hence the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Hence the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Hence the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So this is the end. Now you see, let us move to question number 7. Okay, before doing, let me do it. Then I will solve this example. Okay. So question number 7, you see, find the points on x-axis which are equidistant from the points. These 2 points are given. So on x-axis, whenever you will get on y-axis. So these are very basic concept, but some of who don't have a clear idea on this thing. So you just try to understand. If it is given on x-axis means y-axis will be 0. If it is given on y-axis, that means x-axis will be 0. Always remember this one. If it is given on x-axis, that means y-axis will be 0. If it is given on y-axis, then this x-axis will be 0. Okay. So now question is given, find the points on x-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. So point is equidistant, that means if I draw 2 points like this, if I mark 2 points, a point will be equidistant if and only if it is on the middle. If it is on the middle, so I will name it as P. So that means if a point is equidistant, the distance should be same. So equidistance, that means it is in the middle. So if it is in the middle, this distance will be equals to this one. These 2 distance will be equal. Okay, AP will be equals to BP or PB. Okay, so now let us do this one. It is an important sum. So question number 7. So first of all, you write like this. We know that a point. We know that a point on x-axis. We know that a point on x-axis is of the form x comma 0, x comma 0. If it is on x-axis, that means y coordinate will be 0. So now let the point, now I will name the point. So now let the point be P x comma 0, which is equidistant from A and B, which is equidistant from A and B, which is equidistant from A, that means 2 comma minus 5, and B it is minus 2 comma 9. So these are the 2 points. So now since they are equidistant, that means what I have said, if the point is equidistant, if a point here it is A, this one it is B, and if I name it as P. Okay, so if these are equidistant, that means the distance between these 2 will be same. AP will be equals to PB, or PA will be equals to PB. Okay, so I can write, then PA will be equals to PB, PA will be equals to PB. So PA distance formula we will write by giving like this root, no. So if I square them at first, root will be gone. Okay, so let me write PA square will be equals to PB square. So this one what will do, it will remove the root directly. So now I can write PA. So PA, what is the formula, how to find, you know. So let me write the coordinate here. It is A, it is 2 comma minus 5, P it is x comma 0, and B it is minus 2 comma minus 9. Okay, so PA, that means this one it is our x1 y1 x2 y2. So you write it, it will be x minus 2, sorry, just same thing actually. This one it will be our x1 y1, this one x2 y2. So it will be 2 minus x whole thing square plus 2 minus x whole thing square plus minus 5 minus 0 whole thing square. Root will not be there because directly I have given square, so which is removing the root. Then another one, it will be PB. So again this one will be x2. So minus 2 minus x whole thing square plus minus 9 minus 0 whole thing square. So now if I go on solving, it will be this one, a minus b whole thing square formula. So a square, that means 2 square, it is 4 minus 2ab, so 2 2s are 4x and plus x square. This is the formula. Okay, a plus b, a minus b whole thing square. Then again there to minus 0, that means only minus 5, so minus 5 square, it is plus 25. Okay, so there again it will be minus 2 given, so again I have to use the formula. So minus 2 square, it is 4, then again minus, you see here this formula, a minus b whole thing square, so a square, that is minus 2 square, it is 4, then minus 2ab, so this minus 2 whole one, no, so it will be minus 2a and b. Okay, so what will be minus minus, it will become plus, 2 2s are 4x and this one again it will be plus x square. Okay, make it clear here. Okay, minus 2 whole one, it is a, so twice ab, so minus minus it becomes plus, and then again there it will be minus 9, so minus 9 square, it is 81, so it will be plus 81. So now you see here they are plus 4, they are also plus 4, I can cancel it directly also. They are plus 4, they are also plus 4, I can cancel it. They are minus 4x, they are plus 4x, so if it comes to this side minus 4x, again this one will come minus 4x, then they are also x square, they are also x square, both sides, so it can be cancelled. So and 81 is there, so if 25 goes to this side, it will be minus 25. So minus minus plus, so it is minus 8x equals to 25 minus 81 minus 25, it is subtract it, it will get there it is 11, no, so 11 minus 5, it is 6, and there it is 7, so from 75 to 56. So minus 8 equals to minus 8x equals to 56, that means x will be equals to 56 by 8, so minus sign is there, so it will come to this side, so 8 7s are, so I can write x is equals to minus 7, x will be equals to minus 7. So the last line will be, therefore x has come, the value of x, it is minus 7, so last line you write, therefore the required point on x-axis is minus 7 comma 0. So this is the last line. So therefore the required point on x-axis is minus 7 comma 0. So same example it is there in you see in page number, there in my book it is 185 given, you just see example number 5, same this one, but here the question is given on y-axis. So if it is on y-axis, then x coordinate will be 0, just keep in mind, you practice this one same like this one. Okay, so question number 7 we have done, which is similar like example number 5. Here only the case is given that on y-axis, so if it is on y-axis, then x coordinate will be 0, keep in mind. Okay, so now let us go to question number 8. Find the value of y for which the distance between the points Oto and Oto is 10 units. So here the distance between the point is given and you have to, question is given, you have to find the value of y. Okay, so very easy. Question number 8, you see, find the value of y for which the value of the point, these 2 points are given is 10 units. So you write like this, it is given that solution, it is given that the distance, it is given that the distance between, it is given that the distance between the point the point P, which is given 2 comma minus 3, and Q it is given 10 comma y, okay, is 10 units. So it is given in the question, so we'll just use this one and we'll find it very easy. Okay, so here it is given that the distance between the point P and Q is 10 units. So it is given in the question, so directly I can write according to question distance between the points, that means distance formula, so we know, that is, okay, you write it like this, PQ will be equals to given 10 units. So PQ, what is the formula? It will be x2 minus x1 whole thing square, that means 10 minus 2 whole thing square, plus y minus minus 3, that means plus 3 whole thing square will be equals to 10. So if I write it like this, then it will be root of 10 minus 2 whole thing square, 10 minus 2, that means 8 square, it is 64, plus and y minus 3 whole thing square. So there I have to use the formula once again, so it will be a square plus twice ab, 2 3s are 6, y plus 3 square, it is 9, equals to 10. So there I have used the formula, okay, don't get confused here. Now if I remove the root to this side, if I change the root, so if the root goes to this side, then it will be the square, okay. So they are 64 plus 9, it is 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. 73 plus y square plus 6y, it will be equals to 10 square, it will be 100, 10 square it will be 100. Okay, so now they are left, okay, let me take this one here. So y square plus 6y, they are plus 73, they are minus 100 equals to 0. So which will be equals to y square plus 6y, there it will be minus 27 equals to 0, minus 27 equals to 0. So now if I solve this one, other way also you can do directly, okay, but since I have done it, so let me complete it like this. So middle term factorization you can take, it will be 27, 9 3s are no, yes. So y square plus 9 minus 3 into y minus 27 will be equals to 0. So y square plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 equals to 0. So y here it will be common, so y plus 9, there minus 3 will be common, so y plus 9, 9 3s are 27 equals to 0. So y minus 3 and y plus 9 equals to 0. So either y equals to 3 or y equals to minus 9, either y equals to 3 or y equals to minus 9. So these are the values. So question will, the answer will be either the value anyone, okay, from this to anyone, whatever you will put, you will get the answer. So either the value of y is equals to 3 or y is equals to minus 9. Okay, now let us move to question number 9. If q is equidistant from 2 points, again find the value of x, also find the distance qr and pr. Okay, so this is also same like the earlier one. If the distance are same, then equidistance actually. So you will write like this, pq will be equals to, okay, let me do it. Question number 9. So it is given here, if q is equidistant from p and r, find the value of x, also find the distance qr and, so you write like this, as q, what is the value given here, 0 comma 1, as q 0 comma 1 is equidistant from p, what is given here, 5 comma minus 3, 5 comma minus 3 and r x comma 6. Okay, So it is given that q is equidistant from these 2 points. So that means according to the question or condition, whatever you write, so it will be, it is equidistant, that means it is in the middle. So PQ will be equals to RQ. Okay, it is in the middle like this. P, there it is equidistance P and R, in middle there it is Q. So QP or PQ, it is equals to QR or RQ, whatever you write. Okay, so this is the equation. So now we'll just try to put the values here. So PQ, P here, there Q it is here, so this one, so 0 minus 5 whole thing square plus minus 3 minus 1 whole thing square. And RQ will be again 0 minus x whole thing square plus 6 minus 1 whole thing square, sorry, 1 minus 6 whole thing square, 1 minus 6 whole thing square. Okay, so both side square root is there directly, like earlier you can write one more line square and then you can write. Okay, it's better you write here. PQ is RQ, so implies PQ square is equals to RQ, so no need to give the square root now. So now you see 0 minus 5, so 0 minus 5 it is 5 square, it is 25, plus minus it is plus, 3 plus 1 it is 4 square it is 16. Okay, there it is 0 minus x, so minus x square it will be x square, plus again 1 minus 6 it is minus 5 square it is 25. So they are also 25, here also 25, it will be cancelled. So x square is equals to 16, that means x equals to plus minus it will be 4. Okay, so value of x will be equals to plus minus 4. So either x will be plus 4 or x will be minus 4. But now question is given, find the distance QR and PR. Find the distance QR and PR. So you have to find the distance. So one time by taking plus 4 you will find the distance, another time by taking minus 4 you will find the distance. Okay, so now let us find. Up to this much it is okay. Now what we'll do, you will take one time as plus 4, another time it will take minus 4. So you write like this, when R is equals to when R is 4,6, I will take plus 4. Okay, in question it is given R is given as x,6. So in place of writing x, I will write one time plus 4. So one time I will do by R is by taking R as 4,6. So I will find QR, and another one question is given to find PR. Then again I will take, and when R is minus 4,6, then again I will find same one QR and PR. Okay, so let me show it. So QR, so QR again it will be, what is the value of R? So it is there, what is the value of Q? It is 0,1, no, 0,1, and R it is R not, sorry, another one it is we need P also. P it is 5, minus 3. Okay, so now we will find it. So first one I have to find QR, that means this one y2, y minus 0 plus 6 minus this 4 minus 0 plus 6 minus 1 whole thing square, both sides square is there. Okay, so 4 minus 0 it is 4 square, that is 16, and 6 minus 1 that is 5 square it is 25, 5 square it is 25. So 5 plus 6 it is 6, 5, 11, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 4, 41. So root over 41, and this one it will be again PR. So again this one 4 minus 5 whole thing square plus this one it will be minus 3 this one it will be 6 minus 3, so it will be plus 3 whole thing square. So 4 minus 5 it is 5, 1 square that is 1, and 6 minus 3 it is 6 plus 3 9 square it is 81. So 81 plus 1 82. So 1 is 82. Now this one it will be QR. So again it will be so let me write it. It will be minus 4 minus 0 plus 6 minus 1 whole thing square. Then again here it will be minus 4 minus 5 whole thing square plus 6 plus 3 whole thing square. Okay, so it will be minus 4 minus 0, so it is 4 square, again it is 16 plus 25, it is root 41, it is same. And this one it will be, there it is little different, minus minus it becomes plus, so 5 plus 4 it is 9, 9 square it is 81, they are also 81, so 81 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 8 plus 8, 8 plus 8, 16, so 162. So 162 I can write as 81 2s are no, so 9 root 2. So this is the answer of this question. So now last question of this exercise, find the relation between x and y so that the point xy is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. So this question is also very important for exam point of view. So now question number 10, you see. So find the relation between x and y, you have to relate them. Okay, so point is given p x comma y is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. So let last question, okay, of this exercise, let p x comma y be equidistant from, let p x comma y be equidistant from the point, from the point A. What is given here? A, it is given 3, 6, so we are taking it, and B it is minus B it is minus 3, 4. Okay, so p x comma y be equidistant from the point these two. Okay, so now we will find, so since it is given it is equidistant, so I can write therefore AP will be equals to BP. Okay, so now let me give square, it will be good. Okay, so the root sign will be removed directly. So AP, so root to no need now. So AP, what is the value? Just go on putting the values. This formula it is x2 minus x1, no? So here A, this one it is x1 y1, P it is x2 y2, so it will be x minus 3 whole square plus 6 minus, y minus 6 whole thing square. Again this side it will be BP, so it will be minus 3 x minus 3, so minus minus it becomes plus, so plus 3 whole thing square, in middle plus sign. Again this one it will be this one y2, no, so it will be y minus 4 whole thing square. So now if I use the formula a minus b whole thing square, a square minus 2ab, 2 3s are 6x, minus plus 3 square it is 9, then again a square it is y square minus minus twice ab, 2 6 are 12 y, and plus 6 6 are 36. So this side again it will be x square plus 2 3s are 6x plus 3 square it is 9, in middle plus sign, y square minus 2 4s are 8, 2 4s are 8, 8y, and plus 4 4s are 16. So after expressing we have got this one. So here x square plus x square, there also plus x square it is there. Okay, is there anything? Yes, y square I can cancel, so now it becomes easy. So minus 6x, if I bring that one, they are plus 6x, so it will be minus 6x here. Then there it is minus 12y, if I bring that minus 8y, so it will be plus 8y, and there it is plus, so let me add this 9 plus 36, it will be 45. So 9 plus 36 it is 45, and there it is again 9 plus 16, so it will be 25. So it will be minus 25, so which is equals to 0. So now minus minus it is plus, so minus 6 6 it is 12x, then again minus plus it is minus, so it is minus 4y, and again there it is plus minus it is minus, so it is plus, and from 25 35 45, so 20. Okay. Okay, you see here, and there it is 0. So now you see I can take all are multiple of 4, so I can take 4 common. So they are left 4 3s are 12 minus 3x. Okay, minus 3x. There are 4 1s are 4, so only minus y, and there are 4 5s are 20, which will be equals to 0. So 4 if I take common, so 4 it will go there. Okay, you write one more line, it will not be that much tough. So last line 4 if I take here this one, so it will be 0. So answer will be minus 3x minus y plus 5 equals to 0. So which is the required relation, you write, which is the required relation. So this is the required relation, minus 3x minus 3x minus y. So you can, since here it is minus, you can make it positive, it will look good. So if I take minus, so it will be, there it will be plus 3x, there it will be plus y, this one plus will become minus, it will be 0. It looks good, you write up to this much. Okay, minus also you take along with 4 common. So then this one minus minus 3 will become plus 3, minus y will become plus y, and plus will become minus. Okay, since equals to 0 is there, you can make it like this, it looks good. So minus 3 plus y minus 5 is equals to 0. So this is the required relation. Now you see example number 4 of the exercise. It is also same like this one. You see the question, find the relation between x and y such that the points x comma y is equidistant from these 2 points. So same ditto math. Okay, you just practice once. Then question example number 3, you see again the like earlier one we have done, no, but earlier it was of a square, but here it is given, do you think that there's question is given, one figure is given, some point, some students are sitting. So question is given like this, that do you think they are sitting in a line. So sitting in a line means you have to check whether the points are collinear or not. We have discussed this one earlier also, that question is given, do you think that they are seated in a line. That means you have to check whether they are collinear or not. So to check this one simple thing, you have to just add them, that two sides, if it is equals to the third one, that means they are collinear. So it is done very nicely. You do it similarly directly from your this example. Okay, you see here first of all AB, then BC, then AC is taken out. After that it is seen that AB plus BC is equals to the third side, that is AC. So it is given that these 3 points are collinear, so they are seated in a line. So very nicely it is done here. Example number 2 also you see, so that the points are the vertices of a square. So to sort this one, question number 6, Roman number 1 in exercise, same sum. Okay, just you have to find, first of all you will find AB, then you will find BC, then you will find CD. First of all the 4 sides. If you see that all the 4 sides are equal, then also you have to find the 2 diagonals. If you see that 4 sides are equal and both the diagonals are also equal to one another, then we can say that yes, it is a square. So it is a very easy, you do it like this. The last one, it is example number 1. You see in page number 183 it is there. Do the points form a triangle? If so, name the type of triangle formed. So like earlier, you just go on finding the 3 sides. The vertices of the triangles are given, you just find one by one. They are PQ are given, so PQ you find, then QR you find, then PR you find. You will find the 3 sides. After that, if 2 sides are equal, then I can say isosceles. But here one thing is there, that the sum of any 2 of this distance is greater than the third side. So in case to be a triangle, the sum of the 2 sides should be equal than the third side. If 3 sides of a triangle are, for example, one is 6, another one is 3, another one is 9. Sorry, let me take it as 7. Okay. So if I add 2 sides, I should get, it should be greater than the third side. So 6 plus 3 it is 9. It is greater than 7. So in that case only a triangle will be formed. So here also you see the line is given, since the sum of any 2 of this distance is greater than the third side, that means it will form a triangle. So now question is given, what type of triangle it will form. So by using the very next page you see, by using Pythagoras theorem they have shown. So Pythagoras theorem, it is only possible in case if the triangle is a right triangle. So question, that answer is that therefore PQR is a right triangle. These are not so important, but this example number 4, 5 and in exercise some questions are given. Very important, this thing you practice nicely. If you have any doubt you can call me at night. Okay, from 8 to 10, in between that you can call me. I hope I will be there and I will try to resolve your problems. If you have any problem, you practice this nicely. Okay, so this is the end of today's class. Thank you.